recorded conversation number 3. This is from last night. I have to give some context to this. I wasn't planning on recording anything, but I wasn't planning on recording anything last night, but I don't know, just the idea popped in my head to just start recording. So we were at a small restaurant, pub type thing called Zawa. It's on Commercial Drive here in Vancouver. Me and Doug Colo, we're just going there to eat before we went to go watch the UFC 210 at another place. So we sat up at the bar, as we do. I always like sitting at the bar. In my mind, it's the best place you can sit in a restaurant or whatever. If you're only with 2 people. 3 people, you got to do a table. But 2 people, you sit at the bar because it's just more of a social. It's more stimulating, I find, anyway. And you also, when you sit at the bar, you also end up into interesting situations. Like we found ourselves when we sat down up at the bar. We sat beside a older gentleman who was watching the baseball game and the hockey game that were on the TVs across from us. And just some of the stuff he was saying, I just decided, okay, I should probably record this whole thing. And it wasn't like that loud in there. There wasn't many of that people, so it was good. Maybe I'll go back and record some more stuff, conversations in that place. But yeah, it's really neat. I guess I should mention at the beginning what we're watching is the Pittsburg and Toronto Maple Leafs game. And this picks up in, I guess what happens is a Pittsburgh player comes across the net and shoulders the goalie in the face, and the goalie dives. Frederick Anderson, who's the goalie for Toronto, I believe. And the Pittsburgh player comes across, shoulders him in the mask, and Anderson dives, and, well, it looks like a dive. I don't know. Anyways, he gets laid out. So that's where this starts.
That's a penalty for sure. If they don't call 5 minutes for that, that's bullshit.
It's not Anderson, is it?
See, that's a 5-minute penalty right there. Yeah, you can't fucking give 2 minutes for that.
Yeah,
You're
but
trying to hurt the goalie,
he's
man.
not looking.
See? When it's to the head, that's going to be 5 minutes.
The goalie's fine. He took a little nick in the mask.
Yeah, but
That's
not the point.
look at that dive. Look
That's
at that
a dive.
dive. Look at that dive.
That's
Yeah,
a
come
nick.
on, 5-minute penalty, I'd say.
Well, it is, but that's terrible to dive like that. Like, look at this. He nicks his helmet. Like, that's a
a hit.
That was a legit hit. Like, boom.
Oh, but then he does the
Yeah. This was a dive. Because you watch, he ain't gonna leave the game.
Yeah, but he's a tough guy, that's for sure.
and trying to sell
Yeah,
it.
but you can't do that though.
He
Like,
got
you're not-
hit, and then did you see it though? He gets hit, and then he
and then
leans over.
flails.
Well, yeah, because
the-
he's got to embellish the penalty. He wants 4 minutes.
I can't stand people to do that though. Like, watch this.
Hit.
Well, from that angle, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got no choice. You got to do every fucking edge they can get to win this game.
See, that angle
No.
looks like a nick, but the other angle looks like a
He
legit
flared his
hit.
glove though. He's not out. He's like,
Oh wait, that's pretty good.
no, he did it. But remember, you know how they do the glove save,
Yeah.
and then at the end they do the.
Yeah.
He can't be that good because he's coming off the ice. So.
How the heck can't they take a hit though?
Yeah, but it's maybe not his choice.
Yeah, you're
When
right.
you get hit in the
They
head
have
like
to.
that, they have to go
to the back,
check him
check
for
him out.
concussion.
Yeah, you're right.
Might be a good thing.
And
See,
they're-
the kid's going, say, good
The
job,
other
good
the
job.
other goalie's good goalie too, anyways.
See that? So
They're in Toronto too, so it's like the Toronto doctors that are like that pulled them. So
Yeah.
we have to go check him for a concussed. This guy's pretty good though.
This guy's a good goalie, so I don't care. Look, his
He's not a
save percentage, 919.
He's not a playoff goalie.
It's good to goalie though. Or save power play, I told you.
Well, they're going to get a power play for sure.
Oh, he did, yeah.
I'll go on a limb and say if they score here, they got the game.
No.
No. Second period, 2-1.
Pittsburgh's not doing nothing though.
With a new goalie.
No, but Pittsburgh's not doing nothing though.
Yet. They got so much talent that if they just
Yeah,
click,
that doesn't mean nothing. They got nothing to play for though.
sometimes they'll.
Toronto's got everything to play for. They got nothing to play for.
That's
What they
the
got to
worst.
play- what they
That's
got
the
to play
worst.
for?
When someone has got nothing to play for, they're playing loose.
Yeah.
And they're hard to beat when they're playing loose like that. They're just
Excuse
having
me.
fun.
Can I try your makers on ice? Makers on ice. Yeah, just a shot of makers with some
Montreal's
ice.
got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toronto can play
But then you look
loose
at
as
all
they
the teams that are out of the playoffs,
Toronto
and
can play loose as
they've
they
been
want.
beating,
And I
they've
don't
been
see Toronto
beating
play 4
people.
games. Today.
Yeah.
I don't see Toronto play 4 games in a row and not getting a win.
Some
I
players,
can't see it. And you?
some players play anyways because it doesn't matter if they're in or they're out. They need to perform because
How many shots would you guys
just one.
Yeah, but Crosby hasn't
one
won nothing
shot?
tonight. He hasn't won a
Oh,
face
why?
off
What
either.
happened?
Makers?
Oh, you don't shoot makers?
No, I'm getting it on ice. Do you want one?
Oh, sure.
Can I get 2 makers on ice? Yeah. Yeah, like some players, even though they're not going to be in the playoff, they still play strong because they got to keep their value up.
Crosby hasn't done nothing
No,
tonight.
they got to keep the rhythm and.
That too, but also so in the offseason.
Hey there!
somebody's gonna-
Bozak! There's my point. The Toronto's going to win this game. Wait and see if I'm not right.
Oh, I hope they do.
I
And
don't
they're in the
think.
playoffs. Congratulations.
Look at that. Yeah.
But
And
it's
there's
still like
another,
it's
uh,
only the beginning of the second.
Hey, Crosby's not doing nothing in this game. They got 3 guys on Crosby. Crosby's not doing nothing.
What
If
about
Crosby don't do
Kessel?
nothing, they can't win. I know that.
What about Kessel?
Yeah, well, Kessel can't win on himself either, though.
Yeah, but he can freaking score.
He's not going to win himself, though. No player can win it himself. Though.
There's no Malkin?
It takes a good Polak to do it. Bozak. There we go.
No.
Perfect pass from Nylander. Look at that.
Oh, he kind of like winged
Almost
on it.
win. Yeah.
Look, Van Reeves.
Barely. He got it with the shaft, I think.
Did you ever see Van Reeves play better right now?
Oh, yeah.
He's playing great right now, I'll tell you.
Oh, he is.
I told you, Toronto's going to beat him. Wait and see if I'm not right. And they deserve
And then they
win
have
this
to. Then they have to get ahead of
No,
Boston.
No, if they win, they got.
I
Yeah,
know,
they get
but
ahead of Boston.
if they, but then
they
they're
can
playing.
get second place yet.
They're playing. If
Or
they
third
don't,
place.
if they don't get ahead
They
of
can get third
Boston,
place.
they're playing Washington.
They can get third place, actually.
have a specific way?
No,
Right?
I don't know if they can get
Yeah,
ahead
they
of
can.
Ottawa.
They can beat on Boston third place.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, they get third,
Yeah,
and then
they
they
get
play
third place.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
But if they don't, then they're playing Washington, and you don't want to do that.
No.
I want to see Edmonton, Calgary, and
Yeah.
Ottawa,
that'd be a good one.
Toronto.
Yeah, Ottawa, Toronto.
How about
That'd be
Toronto?
old school, eh?
How about Toronto, Montreal?
Yeah.
That would be a good one, eh?
That would be too.
You can't
Like old
because they
times,
can't
yeah.
they can't catch New York,
Yeah.
and so it's Montreal, New York already set.
See, that's it. I like Montreal now.
Yeah,
That's
Ottawa-
another team I never
Ottawa,
liked as a
Toronto
kid.
would be a good one again, eh?
Yeah. So, but they have to get ahead of Boston.
Oh, thank you.
They can get ahead of Boston. Boston's
can.
not playing good right now.
Well, they lost
That
Montreal.
goalie's shitty, that Rask.
Where's our ice? I wanted to get a nice cube dropped on.
Oh, yeah.
That Rask is a shitty goalie, eh?
Take one from there.
He's got to be. Toronto beat him 4 times this year.
Rask is okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's all about Marchand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the one player not going to win for you, right?
Sometimes they do, though.
No, never. You need a team to win.
Oh, you know, times Pavel Bure has won games on his back alone.
Yeah, but did he win a cup for Vancouver? Never.
McDavid has done it.
Yeah,
Lucic has done
McDavid.
it.
Yeah, Lucic, McDavid.
But did he ever win a cup for Vancouver? So how good really
Yeah.
was he? Not very good.
No, we're just talking about winning individual games.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to win when it counts, right?
Eberle used to be able to do it, but
Oh, what's going on with that motherfucker? He was so good, and he's just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, everybody's kind of going to the Dogs, eh?
Honestly, on
that's the
paper,
thing that they're saying is like Edmonton can
I
have.
think because so much of McDavid, eh?
sorry.
McDavid.
No, even with Hall, like he wasn't. He kind of lost it after a couple of years.
yeah.
Like,
You know who?
It's ketchup or
You know,
Ooh, that's hot
actually, you know
sauce.
who's actually going to the Dogs too? Is that 93? What's his name?
I just put some on my fries.
What's that? 93. What's his name? Plays for Edmonton.
Edmonton?
Lucic?
No. Dry settle?
No. Rice-Saddle's one of the better players.
McDavid
No. 93. What's his name?
on Edmonton.
Ryan Smith?
Yeah.
No, it's Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
Nugent Hopkins. Yeah, he's gone to the Dogs.
You want this?
He's
You want
not the
that?
player he was when he first came.
Oh, can I get a bottle of Heineken now?
Yes.
There you go.
He's
We get to
kind
tip
of,
each other at the end of the night
That's
because
right.
like we're helping with the.
Yeah, it's a lot of helping here. A lot of helping and sharing. I like this. Look at this. Watch this. There you go.
Look at that.
Nice. Oh, and this too.
We could do the dishes after.
We can do this
Give
too.
her a tip. She's a good girl.
Oh yeah, they're great.
You can tell she's a good girl.
A little bit of that for you.
Oh, they almost had another one there.
I don't know if you
They
want
got
it, yeah,
30
just
on
kinda
his
throwing
office
it
game
all
right
too.
now.
Oh, that's okay.
That's what he said. You got to take care of your own game for all. You can't worry about nobody.
I've been eating like really weird lately.
You got to win to show you deserve to be there.
Yeah.
You can't rely on people, man.
Oh, look at this. There's like avocado in this motherfucker. Is it? Oh,
Really?
I don't know. Is the avocado?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
A little bit of guac.
Whack.
Yeah, if they can get in, I wouldn't say this year, but next year there could be a tough team to beat Toronto.
Who?
Toronto. They're only going to get better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I say next year they could get in, be a couple rounds easy.
I just want to see a Canadian team win the cup to break that Canadian curse.
Montreal's the last team to do it.
You know what I mean?
Who did?
Montreal,
Montreal.
93.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a long time, man.
At LA,
Yeah.
Patrick Waugh won it for him. He went home.
I think they're overdue for it.
Okay, if I ever did like proper stand up, there was a thing I always wanted to do and be like some sort of like thing about the Canadians winning the cup and then Patrick Waugh going home.
What was that one guy say?
What?
Remember
Is that a real joke? I don't know.
That was funny, man. I went to see the Hodge twins, and he made some good comments
About what?
about the Canucks and about
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the thing about because he's from Calgary. He's like, yeah, something. Oh yeah, well, some you guys have no cups.
something about yeah.
Oh,
So the thing is like, whenever Patrick Waugh would win a Stanley Cup, there would always be calling to the police about a domestic abuse. So they would fight, and I guess like she would be like,
he's kind of feisty, that Patrick Waugh.
yeah. Oh, his son was
son
like it
too.
too.
Something's up
He
on
doesn't
battery
do it no
charges.
more. He's like a musician now.
Really?
Yeah. Or even though he's got another son that plays, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a goal. I think he's a goalie
No,
as
that's
well.
the guy. That's the guy who's a musician now.
I think his son plays hockey.
He quit though.
Oh, dude.
He's like, I'm gonna go be a musician. And he's got like an album.
Blue Jays are playing the perfect road game, eh? With the 1-1, eh?
I don't know. I don't know how baseball works.
Me neither.
The 1-1 and bottom of the eighth, or top of the eighth, they're playing a good game.
It's over.
Archer's not really that great a pitcher, really, though. He's just lucky.
Well, I don't know. If you make it to that level, I don't think there's luck.
No, but a lot of his games he's lucky to win. Look at that perfect hit. Smoke, eh? Smoked it. I could never see why Seattle ever got rid of that Justin Smoke, eh? They gotta be stupid team, eh? Why they got rid of Justin Smoke, eh?
Who's that?
Seattle. Because he's been nothing but a benefit to Toronto. Eh?
Are you talking baseball?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about baseball.
Me neither.
You're talking Russian to us now.
Oh, tie game. Oh, crap. Tie game, eh?
Look at that. Look at that.
Just makes it look easy.
Like, they just made that.
Talking about that shit Crosby and what he does.
Yeah, because he's that good. Wide open.
You like it when you chop that guy's finger off?
They just need a tie to get in anyway,
Seen
don't
that?
they?
Huh?
They just need a tie to get in anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
I agree with their coach. So, like, you know what? At the end of the day, like, now we're at a player. Key player gone.
Yo, I wonder how
Like, I don't know how
What do you
much
mean?
he. Well,
What
because
about Hurt Anderson
he's out for the playoffs and everything.
Who?
Guy from Ottawa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And like, he's like, well, what's a little penalty? It doesn't mean anything because we're losing.
I don't think
player.
did they give him a penalty?
Yeah,
I don't think he got anything.
Ottawa's kind of a funny team, though. You never figured they were going to get in, and then all of a sudden they play one big game and they get in. They're a funny team like that, eh? Oh, Blue Jays going to win. Look, first and third, one out. Blue Jays are going to win this one, yeah. Cody's Archer, he's something great.
Was that the guy from Dukes of Hazzard?
Texas. What's his name? Billy Bob.
Everybody has something like that. What's your verdict on that burger? Not bad, eh? Not bad. I like it. I think it one ups cannibals.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at that.
I'm done.
Fucking
With the
avocado in
cannibal?
there. Got fucking bacon in that motherfucker. Look at that. Full chicken breast.
I actually went
Damn.
cannibal yesterday, and that's when I decided I'm like,
Take a break.
can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
It was really dry and just
It's not
boring.
that.
Yeah. On a fucking ciabatta bun.
Oh. Ciabatta. It should have been a
Oh, yeah.
gotcha bun.
So then I'm going through all these videos. There was another one. The day before we went to see Motorhead in Saskatoon, we went to a party and you were there.
Oh?
We went to karaoke and we were driving around and you were filming some stuff and you kept saying stepping her down. Do you remember that?
Is that when we went to that, like, some...
We went
like
to
a
that
garage or something like
yeah.
that? Oh, yeah!
And then there was some guy rapping outside or something.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if you were back and if you had moved yet or not. I don't remember.
I wouldn't have moved yet. I don't think.
But yeah, we went to the Plains and we sang some songs. And
Oh,
there was Scotty, you, me, Jesse. And I think at the end of the night it was Curtis Hoffit, and
Yeah.
like some other, and we were just dropping everybody off.
That was a fun night, man. I was thinking about that.
And there was Chips, something about Chips. Like we kept feeding, like Tyler Harnett. I remember he was there. And then there was like these girls that were just like, we kept calling them the war pigs.
Couple of pigs.
I have to say,
Wasn't there like some lady who was like yelling at us as we were going to the garage and she's like "Bah, bah, 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 bah," or something like that about oh yeah.
So I have that footage. I forgot that you were there. But there's something online where it's edited that all that stuff. But watching the raw footage is so funny. Because some of the stuff I've been watching is just like, oh my god, it's so just cringy.
Oh yeah.
But that was really funny. I don't think I was too happy. I was like upsetting Jesse or something. But you're just like, oh, we're stepping her down. And then you made fun of my parking because I couldn't parallel park. And my car was like this to the curb. I'm like, oh, it's fine. And you just kept ragging me. And it's like, you know you're drunk, man.
Yeah. I've got part of that because you gave me. I've got somewhere. It might be on VHS. You gave me a because you guys were on your way to Motorhead, and you gave me this it's a tape.
It might have been the edited. Yeah.
I'd like to see the unedited. That'd be pretty funny.
I'm gonna like figure it out and like start and go through it again. And then just like name everything appropriately and send it to people. Like just links through Dropbox or whatever.
Yeah, I have a Dropbox account.
Oh, you don't even need it. I just send you a link and you just download it straight from that.
Okay.
Stepping her down. Go on to Brown Town. You say? I guess that's kind of racist, isn't it? Because the meaning of it behind it.
Is severely drunk and made us getting all brown. But I mean, I was just meaning it. I was getting drunk.
Yeah.
Getting all brown.
I totally forgot. Yeah, what was it? Like yesterday or the other day, 2 days ago when I saw it. So now in my head, whenever it's like in certain situations in the past couple of days, it's just in my head, stepping her down.
Look at that. Pittsburgh's only had 2 shots the whole period.
Nice. Sounds like they're stepping her down. Oh, I used to love this song.
The V's.
So when it cuts in, it's just like it's like it's so heavy, man, for such a poppy song.
Another thing I realized, like, just I haven't really thought about all that, like some of the party footage that I have, and just like some, because I guess at the time I didn't feel like that was that this was the case. But looking back on that era and with that camera that I was using, because it was that like that mini little DV tape or whatever, the amount of stuff that I shot, I just randomly. It's like so weird. Like I don't shoot like that.
No,
But there's so much good stuff
by shooting.
by just like shooting stuff, and just how like just because I would start like we'd be at parties and I would see myself directing people to do things. I'm like, no, hold on, and okay, say it, and I press record. Like there was one party, and I was like in camera editing.
Yep.
So I don't want to record on certain parts. So it'd be like somebody saying something funny and then cut to another someone funny, and it's really good. It's like this, one of them couch burning parties. You remember those ones? Like when someone's getting rid of a couch and you just go out to the farm and you burn a couch.
That's cool.
Gasoline and these pallets. A pallet. Yeah, it's just big giant. You know. And Borsa was there. Little Borsa.
Little Mr. B.
Cecil. Yeah, and there's some, it's weird, and there's some people who aren't alive anymore. There's like Anaquad and Jenny Peel and stuff, and some of them. And
Who plays are winning here? Who plays are winning?
He was almost at every single metal show.
who was that?
Anaquad.
Yeah. But it's just really weird to like see, because it's so different. And everyone's like, "Oh, life is so short." That was a fucking ages ago. When you watch that, it's like that. Those are different people.
Oh yeah, those are totally.
And then some people are like, "Do you want? Don't you wish you were like 20 again?" wouldn't that be great? I'm like, no,
No.
we were idiots.
Yeah. Like when you see the young idiots now and you go, fuck man, those idiots. I wasn't like that. Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
You were a lot like that.
Now they all have video proof, as well as like what we did because of all this the tapes that I have. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Oh, you weren't,
we
were
were
you?
stupid.
Well, played.
There was another one where we were on community radio and I was filming us and we were hammered. No, we were hammered. We were drinking outside. And it was a radio show that was on at like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. And we went to a party after. And we were at the party till like 6 a.m. or something. But, so it's like just me filming the whole night. And it's like us on the radio and it was so bad. And it's like at the time I remember being like, yeah, it's really cool, you know, because I think I was promoting shows at the time, so I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I don't remember it as such at the time, but you have the radio host, and then there was us as guests and whatever. As soon as the radio host, she would throw it to me, I would take over the show, and it's like, okay, well, we're going to play this and this and this, and now, oh yeah, and then there's this, and then, okay, and now let's play that song. And, you know, I'm like, this is my show now. It was bad. It was so bad. And then I would put radio voice on.
Of course, yeah. That's probably what you were talking about then. In
There's that
interview.
too, yeah. And then there's that even like when I was on camera, because I would like, you know how people do these vlogging things where they turn the camera on themselves?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing that in like 2000, 2001.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't even realize it because that wasn't even a thing back then. But when
Yeah.
I would do it, I would be like, okay, so are you recording? Okay, good. All right, so we're here at a show and we're going to do this and it's going to be really interesting. Hopefully we get some good information out of this. Oh my God. But it's like 20-year-old me being like, this is how the world works.
Flicking the switch.
I'm making a project. I'm a filmmaker. Bud. But I wasn't talking like that. But it's
No,
in my
but-
head.
yeah.
It's like, I know what that dude was thinking. And it's like, that's like, what, 16, 17 years ago? Mm-hmm. It's like, that dude's an idiot. And then you get to watch yourself do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And then you're like,
And then you think about famous people and they have their like recorded history.
I watched a video interview with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, no, it wasn't him. It was this other guy who he grew up and they were all young and he was really close with, I think he was Leo's agent even. And it was like the house parties they threw were like these, because he's like, Leo's like 18, 19, 20 years old. He's a like multi-millionaire kid.
Yeah.
He's got all this money and he's got the mind of a child. They had these huge drug orgy fested parties and just would do the stupidest things because, again, they're kids, man.
Imagine if we had that kind of cash
Oh, Jesus.
and that many like yes men around us when we were that age.
Look, oh. Probably do the
Because
same
we
thing.
were broke and just as stupid,
Oh, yeah. Yep,
right?
exactly.
Probably got a penalty
Uh-oh.
Unwick.
Pittsburgh's dangerous on the power play.
Yeah, but Toronto's good at killing power plays. So.
So for the last one, they got scored on.
Eh?
They got scored on the last power play.
Yeah, but that was somebody was sleeping. They didn't take care of Crosby. That's it. I think the Blue Jays going to be better than people think they are. They got good pitching, don't they?
Yep. Oh. Hey, Tyler. I try. Oh yeah.
Is he coming?
He might. I doubt it because we're going to number 5. He's with our lady.
We don't have to go there.
Hey, buddy, I have to bow out on the UFC. Last night was Sierra. Free tomorrow night. I have some time to go.
I don't understand that anymore. Like, like because we're going there, he's not allowed.
What's this?
Like because we're going there, he's not allowed. Like I don't understand that anymore.
Oh, I know. No, he's with his old lady. I don't know if she's into that kind of thing. But no, he's got his daughter. His daughter.
Oh, I get it. Like, oh yeah, she's with. I thought it was like, oh, go out on like just by himself.
No, yeah, because he was with his daughter, and I thought he was dropping her off. Like she lives out of town now, and then his girlfriend's with him. And that's what I thought. She's probably not down with going to number 5. But he just texted me. He's like, no, he's still chilling with his daughter. So I was like, oh fuck, that's cool. Don't worry about it. So much time yesterday. I started setting up the Reaper program.
What?
The Reaper program. I started setting it up for my drum kit. I started trying to write some music again. Get this. I bought this program. We'll see how well it works. Cubase called Darkwave. So I can turn my electric kit into like an industrial sound. So what I want to do is I got like a finger pad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to create like a real nice loop. And it's like, like some real good industrial background. And then just layer it over top. I don't know if I'll use like a vintage kit or but I want the kit to be...
But you can turn your kit into anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is my idea is I want the industrial music to be forefront and then the acoustic kit buried like underneath. So you hear it, but it's almost like when singers use that effect where they'll have like a wall of sound.
Yeah.
And the way they're singing, they're like trying to like get through the sound, so their voice is just buried beneath it. I want to do that with the drum kit because I'm not a very good drummer, so I figure that I'll keep that in the back. It's just going to be simple stuff. It's not going to be like freaking mathematical prog rock or nothing like that, right? It's not the purpose of the project at all.
And you just do whatever interests you.
Yeah. So I was thinking if I could get...
Yeah. Our place up there in shit either.
It's good. So if I get my stuff together, get this figured out and get it to a decent, I was thinking I could try to do the landscaping parts, the drumming parts. Tyler can do some guitar stuff, and then I could hand it over to you, and you can do some stuff too if you want, whatever you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think it would just be like Patton-esque.
Yeah.
Ambient mouth noises.
Yeah, sure. I just like... No, like I'd totally be down with that.
I was also because after doing that gear thing with Devin, and then seeing that Zon bass that he has, I was like just hearing that bass just clean. Oh crap! Like the sound that it made. I was like, I need to do bass. I need to just pick up a bass and just and I could just listen to that.
Yeah.
And all the sustain that it's got. Because it's like you just hit it. There was no variance. It's just like you hit it. It's like good. Right?
Oh yeah.
But then after seeing Helms Ali and her bass tone, that's insane. I can't. You can't even describe what her bass sounds like.
Yeah.
And I took pictures of the stuff that she was using. Oh, and somebody, if I've ever taken you to Bambuda, so my buddy is a mix craft, just the cocktails and makes fancy and whatever, and egg whites and just science cocktails type thing, right?
Nice.
Mixologist, that's what he's called. So he was there, and after he's like, "So what'd you think?" And starts going off about the amps, and I guess the guy makes those amps, and that's what he does for a living.
The singer?
Yeah, Verallen amps. It's called.
Oh.
And they're made of wood. The case of it is made of wood, and that's what they
for
use. And
vibration?
he's like that's part of like their sound comes from the fact that they're homemade amps. But then when he was explaining it to me, he's like, yeah, they're like $4,000, and you know, they're handmade, and you know, they're very sought after. And I was like, I could see why they're sought after.
$4,000
because they're like they sound like really interesting. But she had like a little reverb pedal with their bass, and she had it was a little red box with a couple of buttons on it. I don't know. But the amps are like pretty amazing. But then I guess Kim afterwards told me that his amps are not that world renowned, and the guy my buddy just like talked them up super big.
More like a boutique thing or whatever.
It's a boutique, yeah. But it's all handmade amps. And I guess that's what he does for a living, and just builds them and sells them to people for, you know,
$4,000.
I don't know what amps are worth, but
Not $4,000.
it's with the head. It's the amp,
super hard.
amp in the head. Because the heads are made of it's like this. It's like this wood paneling thing that he burns his name into.
Oh, wow.
And he builds the amps too because he's got his name on it.
Yep. I love the chickens in the band. She's the lead singer of Lozen. I like her.
The
And
drummer?
the drummer, yeah. She's also in Mammofer too.
That's Aaron's wife.
No, Aaron's wife is like the lead of the band with the keys and stuff like that.
Then what is the drummer for Helms do? I thought Mammofer was just Aaron and his wife.
No, and her.
How could you miss
Well, when I saw them play live, she was there. She played but when I say drums, it wasn't like what you would think for drums. She was doing like more like, you know, boom. Like she would do, it would just be like a tom, and she would just do beats on the tom, but then she would grab like a chain on a rack, like a big chain, and there'd be like a cookie tray, and she would drop that to make sound effects. And she was like an effect person,
Yeah.
where Aaron's wife was on the synth doing her stuff,
Okay.
and then Aaron had his guitar making, you know, distorted noises and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I met her and the other girl from Lozen when I see them open up for Queen. I was in love with the drummer from Lozen. I was like,
And that's the Helms LA drummer.
nope, she's the singer.
Oh.
She plays bass and sings for Lozen.
Okay.
Yeah, the drummer from Lozen, I don't know if she's in any other band but Lozen.
Okay.
Where the singer from Lozen does work with Mammofer, Lozen, Helms Ali. Like she's a very
She's a
very
good
active
drummer.
musician. Yeah, I think she's native too.
Yeah, there's some sort of.
I think they both are actually because they have interesting names. I follow them on. Oh, here. Thank you so much. It's delicious. I follow them on Instagram. They're just really rad too. Like when we went and seen them at Queen, I had never heard Queen before, but I was going because my buddy was like, "Oh, the singer from Jesus Lizard, it's his band."
No.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so I was like, "Cool,
That's a band I've totally forgot about.
Jesus Lizard."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Cool," and then he's like, "I know how much of a fan you are of." It's like, "Oh no, I hadn't heard Lozen yet." He was like, "There's gonna be this."
Oh yeah, I guess so.
He's like, "There's gonna be this band opening up." He's like, "Called Lozen." And I was like, "Oh, cool." So we go to the show or whatever, and Lozen opens up the set. I was like, "Who the fuck was that? Like to me, it reminded me of like a.
See, this is where a guy like Matthews is going to make a difference, though.
Who is?
2-2 game.
Who's gonna make a difference?
Matthews.
Matthews. Oh yeah.
See,
Better.
game like this is where you need Matthews.
Yeah.
2-2.
Just like Pittsburgh
Maybe a
needs
little,
Crosby.
maybe a little Kadri to step it up.
Or Conway, maybe, yeah. Maybe Hyman. He almost had one already.
Oh yeah.
He's due for a goal already, Hyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably take that already.
You know what's funny about that show? There's a video on YouTube.
Oh, do you want these things?
More elbow room. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ketchup and the hot sauce.
Oh sure.
Oh,
do
yeah.
I, do I put them right here or?
We could get. I'll give you this.
Thank you.
You can have the phone.
Really?
Oh, here, do you want,
There's
do you want my
charger
drink?
here.
Drink.
Oh yeah.
I can't drink on the
Channel
job.
changer.
Thank you, though.
Oh, and there's this too.
Okay, thank you.
Do you help? You can do 2 trips.
Oh, there's help. Back up.
Yeah, I'm so like it's better.
Play game.
Oh yeah.
We use the room.
Yep. Oh, right there. On, yeah. You come here often?
No, dude.
Yep.
We don't have TV right now. They cut our TV off.
Oh,
Couldn't pay
okay.
the bill, though.
Yeah.
That's it,
Yeah, TV's overrated anyways.
well, it's all garbage with you.
Yeah.
Take sports away and get with it.
Yeah. You live in the area? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not a bad area. I like it.
It's
It's,
not about area.
yeah, I like it. It's, people are good. Lots of good places to go to. I like it. It can get pretty crazy in summer when the whole like the Italian fest and all that. It can get right busy, right quick.
In 2 more weeks, I get old age, so it'll be good.
Oh, nice.
2 weeks.
Any plans?
I'll stay with you. It's too expensive to go to.
Yeah, I hear you there. Well, I was gonna say, like when we went to that show too, like so they go up and they play, and then after they're done, they come down and they're just walking in the crowd. And I was so blown away. I was like, oh my god! And then I saw him. Like, I go to Aaron, my buddy Aaron. I'm like, fuck, I'm in love with the drummer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's right there. I'm like, fuck us. Aaron's like, oh, go up to him. I'm like, fuck, I can't. He's like, dude, fuck.
What do you say?
So I go out to get 2 beer, and that's just it. Like, they don't know me, I don't know them. So I walk up to her and I'm like, oh my god, you guys are absolutely amazing. I love that show. Like, I'm a huge fan of like an Isis Neurosis kind of. I'm like, you guys have that style, but like a real Sabbathy feel to it.
Yeah.
Like that, the way that their beats are and stuff like that. And I'm like, you guys are awesome, man. I'm
That's
like,
Lozen.
yeah. I'm like, do you guys drink? And she's like, do we drink? I'm like, right on. I'm like, I got 2 beer here for you. She's like, oh my god, you're a sweetheart. I'm like, oh gosh. So I give him the beer, whatever. Give him a hug.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't get the picture. And then I'm like, you know what, man? I seriously would love to just sit here and talk your ear off, but the band's gonna come up. I don't really enjoy the show. And, no, it's okay. So then Quee gets on and they play. I was like, again, I was completely blown away by them. First time hearing them. So then I'm at home and Aaron goes to me. This is like months and months down the road. He's like, dude, go on, type in Quee on YouTube. I'm like, what? So I type it in. So I type it in, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, that's you! I'm like, that's me! And there's us, we're standing in front of the stage watching them play, and
Oh, wow.
that's hilarious, man. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, we're famous, we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
So then years later, I found that video again. I actually posted it on his page. I'm like, yeah, we're famous.
That's cool.
It's a good show, though. It was just different, you know. And it was at like the Vogue. Because that was
big.
Yeah, that was right around the time when Richards was done, and a lot of other venues stopped playing.
Was there a lot of
shows,
people
and-
there?
Actually, there was. I was really surprised at the outcome.
They had the upstairs open. I've been to shows at Vogue where they've closed it.
Oh, really?
Not completely closed it. No. Or it was empty, I would say. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't that many people. Like there were for the two bands. I thought there was a lot of people, but yeah, nobody upstairs.
Because I think the guys' washroom is upstairs, so they have to keep it open.
Okay.
But so you could go out there and look.
Yeah.
But it's not like the rickshaw where they'll close it down.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, probably. Did you try? Oh, you goonders already.
Just a little taster or something.
You brought some plantains for us. You know what my place will have to plant some rocks.
That's good. Oh yeah, how was
Oh my
Portland?
god, that is fucking smooth. That's dangerously smooth. Portland was great. Get this though. So we go to Portland. I actually fall in love with the city. And then we're coming back, and Jamie's like, "Oh, what do you like better, Seattle?" Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, "What do you like better, Seattle or Portland?" I'm like, I don't know. They're just different, right?
Yeah.
And then I get back to Vancouver, and I'm like, you know what? I was like, I actually, I kept saying how much I loved Seattle and this and that, and it's Portland, how much I love Portland. I'm like, Vancouver's got him. He was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, put aside because we've lived here for so long. I says, look at this in front of us. Think of this now as a tourist. And you're coming to visit Vancouver. Because we were pulling into downtown. I says, look at this.
What day?
Monday. I'm like,
That was a nice day, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at this. Fucking mountains and the city. And I was like, it's absolutely stunning. Like, if you were somebody who's never been here, this is stunning. But because we're so used to it, it's just kind of like you get too used to it, right?
I'm not
And you
used
forget.
to it. I take certain bridges because it's like, and I get excited because I'm going to see it. unless there's like, well, even sometimes when the mountains are covered by like the clouds,
Yeah.
it's like it's still flying.
Yeah.
But it's not as good when the mountains are and there's snow on the mountains.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I love that. That's what I mean. Like, every once in a while, like, you gotta just take a second and realize what you have. Because, and that's what I told him. Fuck, the city's so beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And that said, I've been saying this for the last 10 years and I don't act on it, but I want to start hiking up on some of these mountains to get to some of these peaks. So,
Yeah.
and a little Granite
Yeah,
Falls
we
this
could do
summer,
it
too.
instead of like just, hey, let's go to, let's do the grind. No,
No.
we'll do stuff where it's like, let's actually plan it.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's, a 2-day hike or whatever to get up to the top. I want to do Granite Falls again, too. I haven't done that in years.
I don't think I've done any except for grind. That's it.
Have you been to Granite Falls? Oh, dude.
I've done nothing.
We got to go there in the summer.
Yeah.
Like, it's been years since I've gone, man. It's fucking... It's a little piece of... I like it. I just...
What? Terrace Snow's gonna... She's gonna get worked.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of look sexy like that, huh?
Yeah.
Her gloves don't fit her too good.
Yeah, it's nice out there. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a... it's a long kayak ride, but it's worth it when you get there. It's nice when you get there and it's not crowded, too. Like, a couple times we went, there were a lot of people there. Then a couple times we went, there was like nobody there.
Yeah.
August long is usually if we go, we usually try to shoot around August long because then the weather's really warm and
Or even just like making like just a day trip.
oh, you wouldn't go all the way
No,
there.
but I mean maybe for that, but like for other ones, find day trippers.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, that's yeah, for sure.
Because it's another thing I've been finding with getting to the gym. It's like, oh, I don't got time, because I always try to block 2 hours for it.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, just get there, do a couple of things, and get out this quick. Just as long as you go.
Yeah.
And then it's easier to go instead of like making it seem like a big deal.
Yeah.
Then it will be a big deal. And harder. But if you make it, it's not a big deal.
I gotta get back in the house.
I went twice this week and it was good.
Nice. You got the bathrooms done yet?
No, I don't know what their deal is.
Paying $40 a month and you don't even have a fucking bathroom.
Well, no, it's there. Like, you can use it. It's functional.
I thought it wasn't.
No, just for one day.
tent.
Yeah,
Like
they
a
still
tent.
have the tent up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's probably gonna be another day where they start repiping,
Oh, gotcha.
but they haven't been smashing anything yet. So
Well, fucking get in there, get her done.
I think they just need to like close down for a couple days and just go balls deep and just fix it or renovate. Unless maybe they're going to do that Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that day when they absolutely closed it down, that was like a flood or something. There was some like upstairs water break or
Yeah.
something.
Well, it was flooding for a while,
Yeah,
but it was
and then I
minor.
think and then it got big. So they're like, okay, we have to close down for a day.
Yeah. Oh, I crushed some rotten brownies yesterday. 2 fucking cheeseburgers and fries, man.
It's pretty alright.
I just ate the one burger and one fry. I gave Jamie the other burger. It's
Yeah.
funny because I stopped by her work and her chef comes and gives her this real nice bowl of like salad and nuts and fruit and everything in it. I'm like, oh, I've got a cheeseburger in the car for you. It's pretty funny.
They're going to show that Toronto game tomorrow, I guess.
Oh yeah?
Blue Jackets on there.
Fucking Blue Jackets doing really well.
No, they've been shitty of late. They lost about 5-1.
Doesn't matter though. They get coasting in the playoffs. They already have their spot.
Toronto, I bet you Toronto beats them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wouldn't mean
it depends on what happens tonight.
Don't mean anything to Blue Jackets though, because they've already solidified
They beat
their
them bad
spot.
last time
haven't
they played them, eh?
Nobody's playing for anything. Edmonton's playing tonight for second. No, Edmonton can
For
still
first
win.
place.
Edmonton can still get first.
Who's gonna?
But wait, no, Anaheim would have had to lose. I don't know if Anaheim lost.
Anaheim's going to lose.
Did they lose today?
No, but they have to lose to get Edmonton to get first.
And then if Edmonton gets first, then it's a high probability it'll be Edmonton-Calgary.
Yeah, but it goes in.
Old
But Edmonton
school
has to beat.
throwdown.
So Edmonton
Alberta
has
rivalry.
Vancouver tonight, and then Vancouver at home tomorrow. So they're here tonight.
Okay.
I wanted to go, but I was like, I just don't care anymore.
At this point, doesn't mean.
And it was like $180,
because
cheapest.
it's Edmonton. A lot of superstars. In
And
that
it's the
team.
last Vancouver game of the year.
Yeah. I think also it has a lot to do with Edmonton too. Though.
No,
It's like when Pittsburgh comes into town, you're never going to get a ticket for $50.
For the life, hey,
No.
for the life of me, I
That's
don't know why they still keep those cities.
Oh,
That's just a waste of money to even keep them.
It's branding.
they're-
It's branding.
yeah.
Yeah, but
So
it's
you gotta
stupid
keep them-
because how much they're paying them and they're not doing nothing for the team.
Well, now they're not. They're at
No,
the
no,
end
they
of
never
the- they're at
were.
the end
They
of the-
never were doing anything.
They
for
were.
the team.
Oh, yeah.
But you know how
they
much
were.
they've done for the community, though? Oh, they've done so much for the
When they
community.
made the big run in like
Yeah.
10 or 11.
Hey, if
Yeah.
they're so good, how
When
come
was
they're
the
the
riot?
second line? Then? Hey, how come they're on the second line if they're so good?
Now.
Now, yeah.
Now.
They're not worth shit. Maybe they're.
And they
It's just
pour
a big talk,
millions. They
that's all.
pour millions into the community. They donate so much money.
The
It's
thing the last
unbelievable.
time
They
that
should
they
have
were
got
in the
rid of them 3
playoffs,
years ago. Believe me, they should have.
when they made that run in the last run in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
when they couldn't win in the playoffs, that's when they should have got rid of them.
Yeah,
Now they're
because
just
they
losing money
weren't
for
because
nothing.
they were like what President's President's Trophy winners like 2 years in a row or something like
But I
that.
heard why they want to stay here because they got thoroughbred horse racing or something. They got horses they race with.
Sure,
That's
that's
the reason they
fine.
want to stay here.
They want to stay. Yeah, I would want to stay too. I wouldn't want to leave.
Well, I wouldn't pay them the money they're getting.
But
I
they're
wouldn't pay
also
them half that money they're getting. But they're stupid.
What do they get? What do they get right now?
I don't know. But it's worth it.
No, not really. It's not
You
worth
just
it.
have to.
Who's available that you could get for them at that price?
It's not the point. They could get a lot of good jobs.
They'll be good. They'll be good in a couple of years.
Yeah.
They can't
They
do
could get 4
so.
good draft picks for both of those guys.
I think you
Who's
keep
gonna-
them. I
who's
think
gonna
you
give
keep
up good
them
draft
for
picks?
you,
Yeah, they
you
will,
keep
they
them
will.
for like some sort of like morality and moral support, and bring in a bunch of new kids as they're on their way out, and then do what Edmonton did and Toronto did.
Yeah, but
But
here's
Toronto had Edmonton had Ryan Smith for all those years to try to bring up like the Taylor Hall and Eberle and all those and Nugent Hopkins,
but here's the bottom
and then
line.
they had to get rid of like Hall because he was a
Here's the
cancer
bottom
and
line.
that.
As long as they stay there, they're never going to win a cup anyway.
You know,
But
you
just
got to
get
keep
rid of
them, man.
just
You
get
don't,
rid of
you, but no, you don't win. You don't win. You don't win on them. You don't put the team on their back, but you put them there as like a piece to like
No, I wouldn't keep
rebuild.
Leadership.
Yeah, but I wouldn't keep them because they're paying way too much. Way too much.
Oh,
Then you're screwed. You have nothing. You have no
Well,
leadership.
hey,
You got nothing.
Hey,
Then.
you know what? You know what Vancouver's problem is?
Who are you gonna?
Hey,
who are you gonna
Vancouver-
teach
I'll tell
the
you
kids that you're
Vancouver's
bringing
problem
in?
is, hey,
What's that?
they can make trades. They don't build through the draft. That's why they fuck up every year. Look at Edmonton. Look
Well,
at
they
Toronto.
haven't done
They're
so
building
bad.
through the draft. That's why they're a good team.
Because they were like shitty for so many years.
yeah.
no, I
We're,
don't believe that.
Vancouver's at the beginning of the shitty.
Hey, and they could have got Laney. Hey, they could have got Laney last in this draft. Why didn't they take Laney?
Who's that? I don't
Vancouver.
know. That kid. Laney?
That's my point. They got
Which
shitty.
does he play for?
They got shitty management. Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. He's
Yeah.
like Patrick Lane.
They could have got him and they didn't take him. Why didn't they take him? No, see, that's my point. They got stupid management. That's why they never want to.
But you can't blame it all on just that.
But you gotta look at it
it
like
is.
this too,
Yeah,
though.
it is.
And I have this argument with my buddy too. He's the same way. He makes all these arguments, and I'll tell him.
It is because
I'll tell you what I
if they
tell
were
him.
smart, they would have took Laney.
If you,
Who did they pick instead?
Who knows? But the guy they picked is.
Well, it's hard to argue when
Close
you
to
don't know what they
Laney is.
picked.
Well.
You don't know what you have. And,
It could have been anything good because look, they're not in the playoffs.
and so we wouldn't have this talk if like Lane was like shit this year.
and it's always easier to make a call after when
But
somebody already
here's the
comes
thing,
in their
remember
development. But when
they
they're
were 2
coming
games
in,
against Boston, and who opened his fucking big mouth? Luongo. Oh, looks like we got it made. Well, you should never say that, Luongo. 2 games up, and look, they lost. See, you keep your mouth shut. It's better.
you gotta remember though too, like you take everything you know about hockey.
And Babbage says,
This
"Oh, looks
said-
like we're finally going to see a cup."
Yeah, this said though, you take everything that you know about hockey, everything that you know about hockey, and then now you go to their front office and you sit in a room with those guys that make those kind of calls. They'll do circles around you when it comes to hockey because that's their life.
Yeah, but they don't do good circles.
You know, well, you know what I'm saying though, right? Like I know what you're saying though. From a fan's perspective,
Because if
you
you don't
see
win a
it
cup
one
in 40
side.
years, hey, there's a proof right there. You're not a good organization.
It's easier to say that though if they're not winning. It's tough. It's tough to build a cup-winning team.
But here's the thing, too.
There's no way about it.
Here's the thing, too. As much as they think they're a hockey town, they are. Okay, they are.
Well, you could say
Well,
the same
dude.
thing. Like, look at Edmonton. Then you could take
Actually, no,
Edmonton.
that's
Toronto's
true.
a hockey town. Montreal's a
Remember
hockey
when we went to?
and,
Remember
and,
when
and Toronto? What they
the one
totally-
game that we
Vancouver?
saw this year, and there was those kids from Winnipeg who were like being rowdy, and everyone was like uncomfortable
Yeah,
because they were like.
because in Winnipeg it's
So like
rowdy,
in Winnipeg, we're rowdy and we're actually cheer for it, but like Canuck games are actually pretty quiet and just
Some-
very docile. But I haven't been to a good one.
Well, some of the Detroit games got pretty wild. I went to see Detroit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing. You got to pay for a premium team, and then you go and it gets a bit rowdy.
Because Vancouver's
Because I heard that Montreal games are like that.
Yeah.
Vancouver's doing the same thing Toronto's done for years. Pick up players nobody wants. You can't build a winner like that. You got to build through the draft.
yeah. Okay, that said though,
But they
look
did.
at
They got the-
Edmonton.
they got
on
the-
Edmonton on
Yeah,
paper.
they're
that's
building
why
around-
Edmonton's good because they built through the draft.
They're building
This
around
year-
Matthews and Kadri and
This year they're good. How about the last prior 4
Yeah, I know,
years?
but it's-
On
no, but
paper,
that's
they
my
had
point.
every
Yeah,
draft
that's
that
my
came
point.
out.
Why
and
are they good?
sucked.
Because they built through the draft.
Yeah, but what I'm saying too though is the last 4 years prior
You can't
though,
build through getting players from other teams. That doesn't work for them.
When
That's
they-
just a cheap way out.
Edmonton was like struggling at the bottom, and they had like 4 years straight where they had all top drafts, and they
Yeah,
were like
that's
almost
right.
dead
They had a chance
last.
to get Laney. Why did they pick Laney?
No, but what we're saying
that's
though
not
is
what we're
It's
saying.
more than just one player though.
it's
Players
more because
have
like
to-
look at Edmonton. That theory, if you build through the draft, Edmonton did it. They had Hall, Eberle,
Not just
Major.
Edmonton, hey.
the
Islanders won 4
Nugent
cups. How
Hopkins.
did they win 4 cups through the draft?
That was 70s.
That's
That's,
a
a different
different era.
game.
Well, still, they still
That's
won
a-
4 cups.
That's a
still.
different
a
game.
different
The
era, though.
rules are changed, and there's no bruisers,
You could
and they're
buy
wearing
a cup in
helmets
that
now, and
Like you could
Yeah,
buy
you
a
did
cup
it
in
the
that
right
era.
the
way.
goalies' pads are
Colorado
smaller.
bought a cup. Detroit bought a cup.
Yeah.
Those teams back in those days, guys, teams
can
could
buy it.
a cup.
You can't build a team through the trades, though. You got to build through the draft.
Yeah, but it's you don't know what you're going to get until the guy's actually playing for your team and he develops. Like some of these guys,
Like, I
they
don't
get
think that
drafted.
Like, look at
high,
Hall,
and they
look
come
at
in, they do
Hall
nothing.
I don't
He
think that
got it.
Horvat's a bad player, but guess what? He's with the wrong team. If he was Edmonton, he'd be even better.
Sure,
Maybe.
but look at Taylor Hall, and they held on to him for too long, and
Yeah.
he's a nobody now in fucking New Jersey.
Yeah.
How many players
No,
have you
because he's
seen
got nothing to
come
play
in?
for there. That's right.
No, but how many players? have
No,
you seen
but
come
he's
in with
just
all the
like
hype?
he's
Like Eric
he's not
Lindros.
good in the
And
locker
then look
room.
at him. He had Eric Lindros had all the hype coming in, so much so that he was supposed to come in and play for a Canadian team.
Yeah,
He says,
exactly.
"I will not play for that team."
Yeah.
So then he bank shipped to another team. It was a multiplayer deal, and what happened to him? He gets concussed and he's out of the league. And how many? But and then you
Yeah,
see Forsberg came out of that deal. No one saw how good he was, and look at what he became.
well, Forsberg was in the Lindros deal.
Yeah, and he was like a
Wait, where did
phenomenal
Lindros was in?
It was a multiplayer.
He was in Nordiques.
He was supposed to, Lindros. But then because he said, I don't want to play for a Canadian team. So then a bunch of teams said, hey, look, they kind of pooled together and they made this multiplayer draft. So
Okay.
Lindros ended up going here, and this guy's draft went there, and that guy's draft went there, kind of thing.
And Forsberg was involved in that.
Yeah.
So
There was
that ended up
Forsberg,
Forsberg
there
went
was-
to Nordiques
It
then.
was a 3-player move.
Because Forsberg was with Nordiques with the Sakic and all that.
Yeah.
Before they moved to
Yeah.
Colorado. Okay.
You know, another example, look at Detroit. Look at when they drafted Pavel Datsyuk and Henrik Zetterberg. They were at the bottom. They weren't even top draft picks. And you take that year, those players that were top drafts didn't do half as what those players did.
Oh, and then you
It's
look
a
at if you
lottery.
want, yeah.
You don't know how these players are going to develop.
Then
once you get
let's
into
talk
this
even.
style.
Let's talk even Brady. He was like a sixth round draft pick, and look at Tom, Brady's like
oh yeah,
he's
like,
Mr. NFL, right? Sixth round draft
sixth-round
pick.
draft pick, and he's like the face of the NFL. Yeah. I know what it's like being a fan and being passionate, and you see things one way, but it's a crapshoot. You
Yeah.
never know how these players are going to
never
develop,
know.
and you never know how they're going to develop under your style of game. Because they could do shitty on your style, and then how many times have you seen that when a player goes to another team and they're like, "What the fuck?"
He's wicked now.
He's amazing.
It's your coach and coaching style and your team chemistry.
Riemsdyk.
It's
Perfect example.
Yeah.
Comes over to Toronto, gets on the right team, gets the right team around him.
I mean, he's just a good player. That's all.
Well, no, he is, but
you put him on
get
another
the right
team, and
chemistry,
maybe he's
though?
not.
night-day difference.
Yeah.
Because you have some like, it's even maybe down to the thing of like in the locker room, if people aren't getting along, you're not going to play that.
But
Yeah.
look at Toronto through the draft, a prime example. Hey, how many rookies, and look how many goals he scored. That's going to be a record. Nobody's going to ever break that for rookie goals.
Who?
Toronto.
Toronto?
Yeah, all the rookies, how many goals they've scored this year? Nobody's going to break that record. I know that.
Matthews?
No, the whole team. Everybody's.
All the rookies.
Yeah, all of them together. Nobody's going to break that record. That's what I mean.
Who else is the
You built
rookies?
for
Like
the
him,
draft.
is Van Riemsdyk a rookie?
No. He's been in the league for a long time.
Who else is
He's
a
in the league
rookie?
for
There's
about 5, 6
Matthews.
years.
I just thought Matthews. Well, no, there's one other guy, too.
I don't know.
But what I like
Fuck,
about
he's a good player.
what I like about Matthews too, he's a good two-way player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just doesn't worry about.
And he's a big kid,
And he's a
too.
young kid too.
He's a
So
big
to play,
kid.
So to play both ways, that's pretty good. Here's a good one too. This is Nylander.
That, like, you take, like Patrick Lane and Matthews and
Yeah.
also, it's like, we're seeing
The future.
the new
That's the
generation
new-
of
future
yeah.
players.
right there.
Like there was the Crosby generation,
exactly.
there was the Gretzky
That's gonna be
generation.
the next
There's this is the new breed generation.
New breed generation.
Yeah. Yeah, these power forwards coming in, they're like 6'3" and they're 210 pounds. They're 19 years old. They're amazing offensively and and they're responsible defensively. They're fast and they got amazing hands. Like you never saw that at Gretzky's era.
Yeah, look how big everybody
Oh,
is.
look at like Colorado's got that one kid. McEachern or something?
Yeah,
McKinnon?
Yeah,
McKinnon.
McKinnon. He's a good
Yeah,
player.
he's a
That
good player,
kid's
yeah.
really good.
Oh yeah.
But
Look at
he's
this,
on
they
a,
could've
he's
won
on
the
a
game
team
right
that
there.
can't, like that's one of the top players in the league, but he can't produce because he's surrounded by nothing.
Yeah.
McKinnon.
But the only
McKinnon.
problem is
Yeah.
he's with the wrong team too.
That's the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
If
Like,
he,
yeah,
was with he was with Edmonton, look how good he'd be.
Yeah.
He'd even be better, I mean.
Well, you put him on.
You put him on a line with McDavid and like say maybe what's his name, Eberle? Oh, what a line that would be.
Something's not right with Eberle though.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know what is going on
I don't
with
know.
that guy.
Somebody said he's on drugs, so I think or something.
Maybe. I don't know, because man, he had a couple of
Yeah,
years
he's not
there
playing
where,
like he should be playing.
No.
Maybe
he's
because all
slow.
the center attention is with McDavid, though. Maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
but
he was always in Hall's shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, him
Yeah,
and
'cause he's
Nugent
so
were
talented,
just
eh?
out of
He
nowhere.
played
They were
with the
lighting
pass.
it
He
up.
played with the pass, eh? Eberle.
Yeah. He's a Regina boy.
Yeah. You know when they had that 2-day thing though? They retired that. No, they gave what's his name, the Hall of Fame honor, Tauris.
Who?
He coached university football. 9 Van Dyke Cups, three Coach of the Years. How much better does that get in 30 years?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Brian Towers. No, and the best part, I got to meet him at a game. I was watching the Rough Riders. I talked to him. I was glad I got
Which
to meet
university was he at?
him. University of Saskatchewan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Huskies,
yeah.
yeah.
Huskies, yeah.
Yeah. No, he's the best there ever was. And he's such a nice guy. And you get to meet him.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't get a nicer guy.
I love that though. You know, down to earth. You know.
Yeah, and his son is so
There
good.
was a guy in the high school, when I played football in high school, it was like, there was, for Belfour, I can't remember that coach's name.
Rob Lowe,
No, but he would,
Kula.
Ficula, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he would do that, and then he would do basketball.
Yeah, it's Ficula,
And the Ficula, he was like,
He's a big man too.
he was the coach, man.
Yeah.
He was like the Saskatchewan high school coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to like he had some good teams and some bad teams, but it's like
'cause
it was always consistent type of thing. He was like the
Oh,
Pat
he
Quinn.
scored, look.
Because you're like, because you look so rough, and you're like, I don't mess with that guy.
He scored.
Oh, they're saying the same thing you are. There's 13 minutes to go, though. That's lots of time to tie it up.
Yeah, but you got to remember who they're playing for.
Hey, you just said that Pittsburgh.
You just
sucks.
said like a dog. They score on this power play. It's Toronto's won.
Get up, faith, man. Now you're sounding like a Canadian fan.
And look at this. It's
That's
and
over.
then
That's it. Turn it off.
Toronto. It's like 8-8.
I still think they could be.
Toronto's run it. Toronto just won. But now it's like the 10th inning.
Oh, that was a fluke. Look at that. Pink.
Yeah, look, went off the guy's skate and into that. Oh my god.
Oh,
Does it get any worse than that?
It's gonna cry.
yeah.
Oh, maybe he made up for it because he should have had the other goal.
That was a fluke, though. You
Yeah,
can't,
that
there's
was
nothing
a
you can
fluke
do with
goal.
that. That
That's
was
a
just
fluke goal.
ping pong fluke goal. You got to turn the pressure on. They got 13 minutes. That's tons of time to tie it up. Tons of time to win it. Period.
Yeah, Fleury's not the greatest goalie either.
Like
There.
Murray's
Oh,
good.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, like with they have, that's so weird how they have like two high end, like two of the best goalies in the league.
Fleury or Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Murray and fucking
Fleury. Yeah. Fleury's a bit of a head case though, but when he's on, oh fuck, he's good. But he crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, that's like Bishop. Bishop would be so
Yeah,
good if he wasn't such a pussy.
I know. Man.
Like if he has if he starts playing bad, it gets to his head. And
Oh, it destroys his.
or even like a little bit of a, my knee hurts a little
Yeah.
bit. I need to,
Yeah, I know.
I need to sit this one out, guys.
I need to put some ice on that, boys.
Oh, jeez, it's a little tweak. Oh, I felt something. Oh, jeez. Oh, Ben, it's
ACL
a bruise,
tear.
just a bruise. Oh no, we're gonna have to operate. Because what was it? It was in the playoffs, and he pulled himself for something because he had a stomach ache.
It's a little. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
What was it? There was an Ed Belfour thing. I
Oh,
think it was
yeah,
that,
the
or it was
Belfour
Belfour or Luongo, where they ended up like halfway through the game, they had diarrhea and there was something, and they had
That
leave,
was
and they
Belfour.
lost the game. Was that Belfour?
Yeah. But he had party problems though, man. He was big into the blow and he was an animal.
It's a good goalie though.
Yeah. As I watched this thing and they're talking about him and Grant Fuhrer and
Fiera was in it too.
Bob Probert, Fleury.
Theo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Theo's like synonymous with issues.
Parties, yeah. And that's what it was about, was just players. And we'll get a little bit of the party mode.
I could see it.
Oh, yeah. Eddie the Eagle, man. Oh, he loved to party.
Because even in like playing like house stuff, it gets nasty.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go up and you know that doesn't change with some dudes.
These guys are rock stars.
Yeah.
Imagine this. Think about this.
It's like I don't care. Let's go play a game.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just getting paid. It's a job, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You play a game that you just love, and you're extremely competitive. Get signed. You're 19 years old, and you're so good that you get signed to the bare minimum because that's all they can at first. But
Yeah.
still, I think they still get over $1 million a year. I think it's
Bare
just
minimum?
or it's just under $1 million, the max they get paid.
Yeah, the one that I know is like, so example is third string goalie, Minnesota Wild, like a few years ago, like Josh Harding was like 1.2
Yeah.
for the third string. Well, he was second. Yeah, he was second. But the third is like basically the American League.
Yeah. So you come in, 19. What is an entry level contract? 3 years? 4 years?
Yeah, something like that. 3, I'd say.
So we'll say it's 3 years. And say you keep your head straight, doesn't get to your head, you're just still playing pure the love of the game. Now you're 24 years old and you're a superstar, like say McDavid,
Yeah.
and you sign this $7 million contract for 7 years or whatever. Now you're a rock star.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it gets to a lot of these players'
Let's
heads.
forget a penalty. Good. We'll tie them.
And they start partying and
Yeah.
living that rock star lifestyle. And they're young, though, too, so they bounce back. So like they can go and party and rebound really, really well.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just start it with, alright, we just left the restaurant with that dude. We don't got his name, but, yeah, so I recorded all that, our whole dinner.
It's quite the conversation.
What was that restaurant called?
Zumba? I think it was Zumba.
Zumba's the dance? The fitness dance.
I always forget what the hell that place is called.
Zawa.
Zawa, that's it. Yeah, Zawa.
It's a great chicken sandwich.
Oh, amazing chicken sandwich.
We're watching the Toronto and Pittsburg game, sitting at the bar with some old dude.
Some toothless dude.
He was from Saskatchewan, as are we.
Excitable conversation.
Okay, now we're gonna go to a strip club. See, now I'm talking like I did on the tapes. Like, okay, so we'd be like we're filming now.
yeah.
We're like, okay, now we're gonna go to a strip club and watch UFC. Okay, well, hopefully it'll be good fights, and it's gonna. Hopefully, the guys that we like are gonna win, and there's gonna be boobs. Yay, we like boobs, and fucking beers and shit, and okay, it's gonna be good. All right, well, I'll talk to you later.
Over to you.
Anyways, let's turn on the radio voices for a moment. Yeah, so now we're
Granville and Nelson.
Granville Nelson going to another strip club place that's brand new because I don't know why. Just go check it out.
Just check it out. See what the hell.
We went to the Railway Club after the fights. We don't want to have to copy the Joe Rogan fight companion so we did not record anything from the fights because we're not those guys.
Fight commentary experts.
Yeah. But
it was a weird card anyhow.
Whatever. So we went to the Railway Club. It's like a new place. I don't know why I'm recording right now, but we'll include this.
Looks good though.
I should do.
Looks sharp from the way it used to look. It looks good.
What does? Oh yeah,
the
it's
Railway
good.
Club, man. I like what they've done. I miss the old vibe, but I do like the new vibe.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I'm just gonna stop this recording because see what happens next because I don't know what to say. So yeah, that's what we did. So basically where we're at now in the story is we did that recording and we ate a chicken burger at that place and then watching hockey with that fucking guy. And then we went to a strip club to watch the UFC and it was weird. And then we went to the old Railway Club, which is the new Railway Club because they closed it and then it's new owners and it looks cool now and it's good. And now we're going to another strip club, hopefully, maybe, because it's the new one. We haven't been there before and whatever, and it's only 11 o'clock. Okay. Anything else?
Peace.
We'll continue this later. I've been doing the...
Is it over there?
I've been doing the crepes lately as a snack thing.
Crepes?
Yeah, I've been doing that lately.
Crepes is good.
It's a nice light.
Yeah,
Fucking get a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
There's a Goldie's up here too. If we like fuck it up, totally fuck up this whole journey.
Ooh, Goldie's? Oh, you know, that's some good ass.
There's
That's
a-
good pizza.
yeah.
That's great pizza.
I think it's up here.
Is it down here?
It's that fucking Mexican
Oh,
place.
you said, there's a new Goldie's over there.
Yeah.
I've
Oh yeah,
only
we've been
been
there. No, I thought we went there once before.
I've only been to the one Goldie's.
See, this will be fun. Just record us fucking
Just kicking it, yo.
wandering. It's,
pretty- I
so
like how
the
they
Mexican
do-
place is on this side.
Okay. So
The factory,
the rock
maybe
shop's
that's it.
over there in the corner. And the old stone temple was over there.
Yeah.
So oh, you remember when the Cobalt used to be down in the basement there, the Belmont? Did you ever go
No.
there? Or was
Oh,
it
I've
Cobalt,
been
or was it
downstairs in the Belmont before. I've been down
Yeah,
there.
what was that called? That was a great joint.
I've been down there for drinks because my buddy. Oh, there's the purple lights. That's where it is.
Oh yeah, that's pretty giveaway right there.
There's no lineup. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be
Just slip in for a
dirty
beer.
expensive.
In out.
Okay.
Go in there for a quick.
Oh, it's a little bit like girls, slow. Fucking
Grab like a big limo like the
50
old times.
bucks.
Hey, grab a limo like the old times.
Oh, dude. Yeah. What? We used to do it as a $40 flat fee.
That's right.
I remember it.
I remember that. I remember that.
How do we get in?
Hey guys, just got CIDs.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a $20 cover to
Well, so I just hold it like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Because that's the microphone.
Okay, yeah. So the other night was the
That was
penthouse.
the triple crown.
That was a triple crown. We wanted to quad crown that bitch.
But you can't because the you can't quad it.
Yeah.
But the triple crown is like 3 strip clubs in one night. But the thing is like we only remember the first one was the fights.
Yeah.
The second one,
Was that big son of a bitch with the goatee,
big
the size of a
fucking-
house.
the big strong man, Viking looking
Dude
dude.
was massive, with an epic beard.
And the second one was the hockey highlights.
Toronto getting into the playoffs.
Toronto Maple Leafs in the playoffs.
That's hilarious though. Triple crown. And if you asked me what the girls were like, I couldn't tell you.
I mean, it's just people walking around. Some of them were less clothed than others. That's it. Such a weird.
A lot of smashed up dudes.
It doesn't even matter. I don't even really care. Maybe it's because we're so old.
Yeah. I think it's got a lot to do with that too. It's just like,
Because we
yeah.
don't care anymore.
No.
Not that we don't care. It's just like,
Well, like the number 5 though, it's just a place to go watch the fights. Like we can go there. You're almost always guaranteed you can get in. You get a seat. You can watch any pay-per-view boxing.
but okay,
Watch
it's the
any
atmosphere.
UFC.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's also the atmosphere. That's my theory. Is like, I enjoy it too because, yeah. So you can watch fights,
Yeah.
but also there is scantily clad people walking around.
Yeah.
Sometimes they come up to you and try to sell you a credit card, but
Yeah.
whatever. It's just like price you gotta pay
Yeah.
to
So
have a peek
you listen to their sales pitch, and
because you're old, you know.
because we're handsome fellas.
Yeah,
They're only human.
they're only human. Like you see, but the like it's the atmosphere. The boobies are the atmosphere. It's like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
It's like it does not. You get to a certain age or a certain sort of maturity, I
Yeah.
think. You know, it's like that doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's just
Like,
not a big
I don't-
deal.
What's the point of strip clubs, anyways?
Yeah.
Okay, so I understand the point. The
Yeah.
point is some dudes really need that.
Yeah. I mean, it's entertainment. I get that.
That's it.
It's
Yeah.
entertainment.
But
But to
I-
other people, it's a necessity in order to unleash some sort of hormonal instinct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, for some people, they don't see it. They don't get that. They don't. It's their way of, you know what I mean? Like they're less fortunate, I guess, if you will. They don't go home to. you
Well,
know.
I don't go on home to anybody, but I mean, I've been not like logistically, I've been single for many years, but it's like I don't care.
Yeah, but
There's a certain point where
you
I
don't
don't.
put a high price tag on that though.
That's true.
And I think that's the biggest difference too. Like when I go, it's more background. Like
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
the
when I go-
atmosphere of it.
to number 5, I'm not going to number 5 for the strippers. I'm going to number 5 because I'm going there to drink some beer, watch some boxing,
Yeah.
watch some fights, watch some hockey. I'm going there for the sports, and then that's just background.
It's the cherry on the top.
Yeah, you know, and every once in a while it's
It's-
just funny
it's-
having a bantering with the girls when they come by. It's
Yeah.
it's fun bantering
It's
back
the
and
added
forth.
testosterone.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
it's and again I find it fun bantering with the what's going on here?
He
Oh
just
wow, that's
fucking-
wild.
He just some dude
Hey,
just
she's
gave her a little push into the newsstand.
Hey.
They really wanted a newspaper.
she had a few extras.
Where are we going anyway?
I don't know, do you want to catch a cab? Do you want to just hang here for a second and watch the show? I maybe we shouldn't.
Well, if this was me like years ago, I'd be filming it.
Yeah. Well, if we catch a cab, the best place to catch that, I think we're gonna have to go.
Are we gonna eat something?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go grab some slice. That's a great idea.
This way?
Yeah. And that chicken smashed up. Just about took out that newsstand and everything.
Oh, he pushed her. He kind of like rammed her right into it.
Oh, okay.
It's like Patrick Waugh winning the Stanley Cup. Just pour.
Just fucking straight armed her into that box.
Hey, honey, I won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, woo!
Domestic charge.
Oh, hell. Solid forearm to the back. Pass the mic over to you.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. We're probably at like an hour and a half on this bitch.
Oh, yeah. Usually.
I'll probably call it here. Okay, that was good. That was tonight. All right.